I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff for organizations for more than 40 years. And now I coach people into new roles, no longer doing search. And I thought I would do a show today about building a brand because I know for a lot of you professionally, you don't think that's of any value. You don't understand the concept of branding for you. And I'll just say that think of it in terms of developing your reputation for your expertise. If you work on your reputation, if you develop relationships with people who know, like, trust, and respect you, then the result is going to wind up being opportunities are going to come to you more often. So I'm not going to tell you to go out on the TEDx stage or do a TED Talk today, but I want to help you build up your repertoire so that you have choices and you can practice with a lower threshold of threat to your identity or fear for you, so that you can see how these are building blocks in your development. So the first thing I would say is in building a brand, and this isn't necessarily about changing jobs, but it's about practicing. So you develop a reputation for yourself, and think in terms of asking one question at every meeting that you attend. Just one question. It doesn't have to be a big dramatic thing. It can be a clarifying question of some sort. It can be a recap question, such as, so let me make sure I understand this correctly. And then you repeat what you understand the proposal is. And what that does is affords you an opportunity to consolidate the thinking in the room about what's being proposed. You can progress from that point to, shall we say, networking internally beyond your group, beyond your team. So you get to know other people in your organization. And obviously, in doing so, you don't want to be the complainer. Oh, this guy I work for. Oh, this woman, she's an idiot. Whatever it is, you don't want to be the complainer. You want to be the spokesperson for your ideas and develop a reputation and a relationship with other people. Next thing I'd suggest you do is you write. And you write for a platform like LinkedIn and share it on medium.com as well. Whatever ideas you have, start putting them out there and sharing them with your connections on LinkedIn and with the public as well. So that's the third step. The fourth one, can be just very simply sharing it with influencers, sharing it with other people. Now, I mentioned sharing articles that you write on LinkedIn, but as I've spoken about in other videos, there's a service called HARO, H-A-R-O, which stands for Help a Reporter Out. Reporters are great influencers. HARO is a site that allows them to reach out based upon story ideas that they're researching for experts in a particular field. And then, they'll write an article, they'll reference you in the article. It may just be a paragraph or a quote within that article. A lot of what HARO will put out is not related to you. However, when there is, it's a great opportunity for you to respond quickly and get your message out and share it. The last thing is to become a speaker. And again, I've spoken about this idea before, but years ago, a friend of mine was, he was working for a bank, doing nicely. He was at an AVP level. And, we spoke about what he could do to promote himself more. And I'd suggested to him he start speaking at conferences and look for opportunities to be a more visible figure, because that way the search firms would start to know him and start reaching out to him. And he did that, and the opportunity started to come to him. And, he was next hired at a senior level at another bank. He went to one of the large consulting firms as the head of a function. He developed a big reputation from having become a speaker, an author or a co-author of a number of books, and all because he'd invested that time in building his brand and building his reputation. Now, you progress. If you're just comfortable asking one question in a meeting as your starting point, great. Do that for a few months. Then progress to the next level where you're networking or speaking with people in other parts of the organization. Do stuff. Doesn't have to be all done all at once. All you have to do is try to improve yourself. And if you say, I'm not a good writer, well, you can practice being a good writer, share what you write with someone else for editing, and let them critique it and make suggestions for you. I'm sure you know someone who'd be willing to help you. So don't think in terms of, I can't do this. Think in terms of how you can do this, because the effort put in now is going to yield big results in years to come. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. If you're interested in my coaching you, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you saw this video because I just love knowing that I'm helping people. And I'll also say that if you're interested in one-on-one coaching from me, whether that's around job search, career improvement, helping with your leadership, helping you as a leader in your organization, as an executive coach, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. Have a terrific day. Take care.